Welcome to No Brains, No Headache Podcast, episode 257. Happy to be here. Damn glad to do it. Name's Jordan Weichel, going to be your host today for yet another episode here in the studio. This mindlessly entertaining show takes place in Bismarck, North Dakota, across from me. My co-host, confidant, longtime friend, fellow comedian. Some people call him Applesauce. Some people call him Ongo. It's the one, the only, Matt Cleary. Matt, welcome back to the show. How are we doing this week so far?
Good. Pretty busy week for the old Applesauce over here. You know, been getting after it a little bit.
Doesn't that suck when you have to apply yourself and just see what's going on in the world and actually be a productive member of society? I wouldn't know anything about that, but it sounds terrible.
Hey, Jordan, would you like to do this? No.
Do I have to? No.
Canceling plans.
Oh my goodness. The older you get, the better it is to just say no to things. But I do have that normal bone in my body where it's like you just kind of feed me an insult, call me a pussy, and it's like, that's it. I'll be there in great fashion. So I have a tough time, but we got episode 257. We just keep on rolling with the punches. We're winding down July, headed into August 2025. A lot going on. It's hot out. Summer's flying. It needs to slow down, but summer's just right by you. And we got more for you today, and I'm really excited about the show. Let's do some housekeeping, as always, before we get into it. Matt, what are we taking care of first?
I met the governor of North Dakota yesterday, and he knows about the podcast.
No, he does not.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so what does that leave us to talk about?
I don't know. Kind of a limp handshake, if you ask me.
I mean, I take great pride in being from North Dakota. However, I could give a shit less if the governor of North Dakota knows about the podcast.
Maybe he'd come on someday.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah, I don't know. It's how do you do when you meet famous people, or who's the most famous person?
I don't know if we want to put the governor of North Dakota in the famous people.
I mean, realistically,
category.
Probably 1 million people know who he is.
I mean, I guess so.
Like if you're as far as being,
but he's representing 700,000 people.
So I mean that, and then probably other people from national.
There's 49 others.
Yeah, I don't know if I could name another governor.
Gavin Newsom.
I was just gonna say that.
Just because he's constantly just getting berated in
headlines.
Yeah, it's just like Gavin Newsom is responsible for 25 illegal immigrants getting shot to death.
Yeah, it'll be
single-handedly. It was him.
Be like factory explosion in China. Where was Gavin Newsom? It's like okay.
There was massive flooding in Texas. Why did Gavin Newsom do that?
You know that earthquake in Russia? How do we know that Gavin Newsom didn't have something to do with it?
I'm not saying it was Gavin Newsom, but I'm not saying it wasn't, okay?
It's the first kind of case of someone having a young person's name getting into the old people category.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of it's coming up soon because I know we're going to be, thank you, coming into the,
this is an Olipop.
Yeah, it's also a very gay color.
Classic grape. This is my second one of, not of Olipop, but of this kind of drink. So if I abruptly start jogging to the bathroom.
Yeah, the first sip, you're going to be like, not terrible. And then it gets worse.
I mean, that wasn't great, but I'm thirsty. And when you're thirsty, just a nice, crisp, ice-cold drink will take care of it. Where were we?
Governors? Gavin Newsom doing
heroin.
Yeah, well, it's like, where were you when that tsunami hit Hawaii? Gavin Newsom.
Well, ever since, the lovely Christy Nome, got the old bump to
Tim
Homeland
Walz.
Security. Who's Tim Walz?
He's the
Minnesota
governor.
Yes, that's only because he was the vice president.
Yeah, I need like major headlines. Like I need like Bill Clinton type scandals for me to know who you are in politics.
Okay, I should know the U.S. government system more than I do.
I really should too.
I mean, but governors here, isn't it like a state senator? Isn't that like a state senator?
A U.S. senator.
A U.S. senator,
Yeah,
excuse me.
is usually like people will leave being a governor to be a U.S. senator.
Yeah, like our boy John Hoven.
Yeah, but
if Hove Dog wants to come on the pod, I'll have him. Yeah. I've been supporting him for years. But
no one leaves to be a U.S. congressman. Usually U.S. congressmen leave to become governor.
Now, what does a governor do?
It's the executive branch.
Do they just go to your local country music festivals and meet DJs and take pictures on stage? And
that's part of it.
They're like, welcome the governor of North Dakota. And everyone's like, who the fuck is that?
Dude, one of my favorite things we had our old governor ran for president, and his stage presence was historically bad. He would always do like, all right, say it with me. And usually they'd be like 2 words. Then everyone
ELAGES.
He was like, make North Dakota energy efficient and the best in the way. It was like way too long. And then everyone was like, it's like, oh man. That was
And people are like,
it's more words than my last college paper I wrote.
Yikes. Yeah, I mean,
it's like back in college when you would.
I feel like you're just a real ass kisser.
Yeah,
a real ass kissing job.
Well,
perhaps they go to the front side. You know what I mean?
What was this event you were going to? And it's like where all the biggest people in North Dakota get together and jerk each other off for 2 days.
Oh, yeah, the Congressional Circle Jerk.
Yeah, my hands are sore. They did have hot dogs one of the nights for like their food, and everyone was like, hot dogs is kind of weird. I'm like, yeah, really weird. And I have like 6 on my plate.
Oh, you're not talking about the fishing tournament?
No.
Oh.
That'd be cool if they just combined them.
Why did you say the governor knows about the podcast?
I was hoping you were going to say really, and then I was going to be like, no. You called my bluff so fast.
You gotta have a better poker face than that, buddy.
Well, that's because whenever I'm trying to joke, I'm like that one time
you'll never believe this.
Like that governor. Like that one time I tried to get you to guess a number because I thought I could manipulate to do it, and you're like 7, and I hold up like 3.
Yeah. Let's just say mind games aren't for the weak.
Yeah.
The weak and weary.
Another thing I heard about this week, it's a kind of like a big city thing, but I wanted to have it. I would like to be a part of one, is something called key bars.
Oh, I thought that said key bumps. My bad.
There could be one and the same after I explain it. So key bars, it kind of sounds like something like swingers would do, but
it's like a key party. You throw all the keys in there, whichever one you pull out. You're gonna go.
What if you just got your own keys and you just went home?
Just cranked one out?
Yeah.
I don't know how that's any different than like any other party night.
I've been having a lot of key parties recently. No. But the concept of key bar is a guy starts it, sells like memberships per month, and you get a key to it. And only people with keys can
like a drinking establishment bar.
But it has no employees. You go in there and everything is in beer vending machines. And it's like a very exclusive thing. So you could basically set up who you want to have in that bar, or people pay you memberships. And then you have like...
What's the legality of this?
I mean, it's probably pretty easy to do. You just have to be able to control who's coming and going. I'm sure you'd have to have like 4 or 5 people like constantly like watching to make sure nothing's going on.
So there is a staff then
of one person that sits like in the back, or you could just sit there and drink. and refill the vending machines.
How is this any different than like a man cave?
It's not really different at all. It's just like you get paid membership. It's like a YMCA with absolutely no workout machines. Instead of they just put beer machines in.
And I'm all for like capitalism and innovative ideas and stuff, but this just sounds like your cheap friend who like doesn't want you guys to come over and drink all of his
There's
beer
beer in the fridge. Just put some money in the bucket that I also put in the fridge. Suggested donation, $300.
Yeah. That's what this is sounding like. It's just that one very money tight friend who just like has a hard time being generous and like.
I don't know if there was a bar in town and there's like 250 people that have key memberships to this place. I would want to be one of them.
Okay, and now let's turn it. And I'm just playing devil's advocate here because that's what I do. But now let's bring in the key bumps. What happens when, since there's nobody really around?
Yeah.
You start drinking. You get certain urges when you start boozing a little bit. Drugs.
Yeah.
Sex. Rock and roll. What if when those three things start happening?
I think, well, that's why you control membership, one.
Okay.
So you vet members, they apply.
Gotcha.
But it's never going to be a foolproof plan. And I know at some of them, I think like you can bring a guest. But you have to be...
I'm still just very confused on like if you're collecting, because, when we do comedy shows, we always try to provide refreshments. Now that's both alcoholic and non-alcoholic. I'm a believer that when we produce comedy shows, that I want to just provide, yes, alcoholic drinks to kind of loosen up. It's a Friday, it's a Saturday, that helps a lot. Comedy's a lot better, especially when you're telling shitty jokes, but also have some, waters or something there just so people can wet the old whistle. But we also need to obtain a liquor license, and I know that's been like a big hurdle for us. One loophole, don't quote me on this, by the way, I am not a legal entity giving you legal advice regarding the sale or distribution of alcohol. Just disclaimer really quick.
Good disclaimer, by the way.
Thank you. I was trying to find the words there.
It actually came out pretty good.
Thank you.
I like it.
I really appreciate
I was pretty
that.
impressed by it, actually.
Appreciate that. But one loophole, once again, not really sure about this, but I was told was that like you and I as the promoters of the show, we could provide, and I actually have been to one of these, like it's been like a business grand opening party. You provide the alcohol, obviously a bartender, but you don't charge the people there. Like you're not charging them like $5 a drink or whatever. They can just come up to the bartender, order a drink, he'll give it to them. The bartender can collect tips if they want to. It's usually how it works. But like I'm just confused on the legality of these key bars of like no liquor license and or loopholes being involved.
I think you would need a beer license because people are paying for the beer in the vending machines.
So you do need one.
Yep.
But then like, if you ever worked in the service industry, you always have to do that training on like how to spot a fake ID or how to like handle people trying to underage drink.
Yeah, and see, that's why I was like, I wouldn't want to have guests come. And I think that you would have to do something along the lines of you'd have your key and then you'd put like a fingerprint scanner. And that's how you'd get in.
Okay. Now we're talking.
And it turns out
also blood oath.
Yeah.
I think if we're going to do this, it's going to be blood oath.
Prick your finger every time you go in. Or like a knife comes out and you just have to like...
Oh, man.
Similar to Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay, yeah, and the Curse of the Black Pearl.
Yeah, now you're picking up what I'm putting down. That
Okay, so it's a pirate theme bar. I like where we're at.
There's a lot of fake gold everywhere.
It's dark as shit.
Oh, no windows. That's like the goal.
And we have a guy walking around just drenched with crustaceans and barnacles on his face.
Yeah, and maybe
just scaring the living
like
shit out of people.
Starfish that's been latched there for like
this is like a theme park meets like man cave secret drinking underground bar thing.
But here's what I'm thinking for it. You walk in, not a big place at all. I'm thinking 70, 80 feet deep, 30 feet wide.
Oh, I was thinking we just turn the studio space into.
I want to have like 250 members.
The bar.
And then membership is $35 a month. So if I'm doing my calculations, that's like.
Hold on. I got you.
It's like close to $10,000 a month.
$87.50. If it's 250 times 35 is $87.50
in just membership fees a month.
Okay, and then they have to pay for the booze on the vending machine on top of that. You're telling me
it's cheap. It's $2, and it's just charged to their membership. So you scan your key card. Also,
let's slap on a gigantic interest rate if they don't pay on time.
See, it's pretty much like all those companies.
And charge them for the postage if we have to mail anything.
Yes.
Or something. Yeah.
Like
fees out the ass.
Oh.
Electronic processing fee.
Yeah.
Matt's a raging alcoholic fee.
Yeah.
We got
security fee because we're gonna pay some.
We gotta pay Bootstrap Bill somehow.
Yeah.
The Bootstrap Bill fee.
He just sits in the back and watches security cam footage, but he's real bad at it. He falls asleep most of the time and only wakes up when there's like a huge fight going on.
They eat, and then because of the blood, they each have to buy a new knife every time, and there's a knife fee.
And then I'm thinking like
Band-Aid fee.
Every night at 7:30, there's like a food drop where we bring in free food, but it's never real good food. It's like, here's a bunch of Domino's pizza, go nuts. Or like,
here's a bunch of never mind.
But I think it'd be
shots fired.
I think it'd be pretty sweet because it would be low overhead. You just have like, you could literally staff it with one person.
The food drop is just a bunch of zucchini from somebody's garden that's overgrowing.
That's clearly stolen. It's just the day olds from a donut shop.
Yeah.
I don't know. The idea around it sounds sweet because it sounds exclusive. You could be like, hey, we all applied. Oh, application fee too.
Oh, yeah.
$25 to apply. First 250 get in. Then there's a wait list. Hey, and if you lose your key,
oh man,
you're out. You're out, or you have to pay a $1,000 replacement fee.
Or Matt and I get to beat the living shit out of you, and everybody gets to watch.
Yeah. Oh, or this, you lose.
But if they want to watch,
they lose your key. All members get to throw fruit at you while you stand on a stump.
I like where your head's at.
And then you can get your key back with a $500 donation.
And you have to buy the fruit.
Yeah,
and provide the stump.
You have to provide everything for us to physically maim you, and then pay us $500. Then you get back in.
You know, this. I think we're gonna just kind of have to. We're gonna have to, groom the audience a little bit here, because. But I think we're on to something.
I think it's sweet because it could be exclusive. You can control who gets in. You could make money off of memberships and money off beer. You're not making a lot of money off beer because you're charging $2 for a beer.
And I doubt you're spending much on any sort of marketing whatsoever.
No, because
this is the opposite of that.
The get up marketing is, hey, apply for this. Only $250, first come, first serve, if your application gets through. But the application fee, one, will be great too. And
are you sure this isn't just like a poor man's Epstein Island?
It could evolve pretty quickly.
And I also feel like my mind is going to that episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia where they do the Irish honor system, where they throw the bucket on the bar and they're like, just grab yourself something to drink and pay as you go. But I mean, there's ways around this.
I mean, we'll have state-of-the-art beer vending machines that will send notifications when stock gets low to be refilled. It will have a person on site there at all times.
I am getting a little, I don't know why, I'm just envisioning, like you said, super dark. And the fact that there's just an ominous person in a back room just watching the security cameras, like, speaking of no one looking.
I mean, that guy could go hang out, speak to the guests, ask them if they need anything, and then can't really apply or give them anything. But
yeah, and he'll dress up as Bootstrap Bill and walk around every hour or two.
We'll have different theme days for the weeks.
I think we just stick with the Pirates theme.
Johnny Depp themed bar.
I'm thinking like Rainforest Cafe meets Patty's Pub.
Yeah, it could get very shitty very fast. Like one person, we let in the wrong guy who brings 30 people there and breaks all the furniture. But yeah, key bar. I want one.
I don't know. Maybe if we just have like a really thorough
vetting process, like I think like it's going to be looking at their social media, looking at their job history.
Maybe like now I was thinking like to avoid the 30 people coming in, you get past the first door. That's a very small area. So like, and then you have to close that door before you can even get to like the urine sample or whatever extravagant thing.
I see it as having a fob to get in the first door and then your fingerprint to get in the next door. And we also have the security guy watching that. So if you have a person
like a
with you,
secret handshake, the third door.
Yeah, you get in
with Bootstrap Bill.
Yeah, and there's a different word every day. We make them say a racial slur once they get in the door,
and then record it.
Yeah, and then dirt on people.
Yeah, blackmail.
Yeah, I mean, multiple avenues to make money. This could be done,
and plus it's supposed to be quiet, so it's like kind of like Fight Club. They can't tell anybody that we're blackmailing them. Ipso facto, we win.
Yeah, and it only seats like at most 80 people, and that's crammed in there.
And I don't even think we should seat that many people. It just fits 80 people. Yeah. There's probably about like 10 spots actually.
It's first come first serve. There's
going to be a lot of like, it's going to be like kind of like a high school cafeteria or like a college party, just like very cliquey.
Yeah.
You know, and like, yeah. Is this going to be, are we going to discriminate against gender? I'm feeling this is like a big guy thing.
It kind of seems that way, but it's a kind of like maybe a husband and wife want to belong to Shiver Me Timbers.
Once we bring the women in, Matt, that's Epstein Island waiting to happen.
That's Shiver Me Timbers definitely sounds like a strip club.
Yes. Yeah. Maybe we make it like you know how there's like bourbon's hot right now, I think. Maybe make it like almost like a bourbon club.
Like a rustic saloon.
Yeah, because like people, they kind of, I've heard of, you know, subcultures or mini little groups, just a couple of friends always buy a bourbon and get together. You know, maybe something like that. Also, what's the smoking policy?
See, that's a thing. Loophole. I think since it's a private establishment.
Yeah, indoors.
I think there could be a smoking area.
Which is just the whole bar.
I'm thinking it. You walk back, and then like there's a door in the back that like
the hoon lounge.
Yeah, the office is here. You walk in here. There's a big area with like TVs and the vending machines, and then you walk past. There's bathrooms, the office where homeboy's sitting, and then there's another door that goes into a back room that's highly ventilated to push the smoke out. But it's probably a 6x12 room that you could smoke hoons in.
Hear me out. Make the hoon lounge a courtyard area with like just all a glass. I don't know what you call it, like a sunroof kind of deal, like a sunroom almost. Because if we're in North Dakota, the winters, you know, I get it.
Yep.
But it'd be cool, and then you can kind of get a 360 view. And then you can kind of see who's in the old hoon lounge. And we're selling the cigarettes in a vending machine as well.
Oh, 100%. And it's going to be based off what brands we have in there, based on member poll. So whatever.
This is a democracy.
Yeah, we're that's what's going to be in. Like, what do you guys want to drink? Here's what it is. If only one person wants summer shandy, we're not going to have summer shandy.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And then we'll just kick them out.
But I was envisioning this is for towns of 40 to 100,000 people. I don't want it in super big towns, and then I want to franchise it so that you get it into all these smaller towns, and I'm taking a piece off the top.
Well, of course. That's franchising 101. Everybody knows that.
I watched Founder, the McDonald's one. And
oh, man.
Boy, did I want to start some sort of pyramid scheme.
Like, you know how you watch American Sniper and you're like, I'm joining the military? You watch The Founder, you're like, I'm starting a burger joint.
Yeah.
Like from scratch.
Yeah. I can come up with the Speedy System 2.0. It's just giving all of the workers there methamphetamine.
And that's not much different than modern day McDonald's.
Our order to table time is so fast. Our quality is terrible.
Plus, if they're all on meth, they're not going to steal food because
they don't want food. They'll steal the money. That's another workaround.
Man, we may have to quit podcasting and just become like a just a consulting firm. Which at the end of the day, what is consulting? You know what I mean?
No, yeah. So we were like, what, 25 minutes in?
Wow, Matt, that absolutely blew my mind. But that's housekeeping for you. This is episode 257. Let's get into it.
Okay. Let's party.
All right, the talk of the town. The new Netflix movie finally came out. We've all been waiting for it ever since, the late 90s when the OG came out. Happy Gilmore 2. I thought about talking about it this week, and then you had the same idea. So I'm glad that you did watch it, and we're on the same page. But Happy Gilmore 2 came out. Let's flesh it out. Netflix show came out this last Saturday, I believe.
What do you give it on the Rotten Tomatoes scale?
What is the Rotten? Is that out of 100%?
Yep.
Well, I'm looking at just the Google search here, and apparently the early Rotten Tomatoes score, I don't know if this changes.
Critics gave it a higher score than the first one, which is just fundamentally not true.
I never trusted Rotten Tomatoes, but they're giving it a 61%.
Usually there's a critic and then an audience score. So the popcorn meter, I believe that is the people's score, and then the critic score is, because look, it has 2,500 ratings. Yeah. The critic score is 61.
The number that popped right in my head was, and I don't know if this is too high, but I was going to go with an 83.
I was going to say 79, so right in that ballpark.
Yeah, I mean, it's really difficult, especially these days, to make a good sequel, and I think they nailed it on the head.
It could have been higher. I think the last half hour of golf was just not great. Like the final, there was a couple funny parts when Brooks Koepka slips and breaks his arm, and then so Shooter comes in.
Oh yeah, spoiler alert. Probably should. Spoiler alert. Sorry guys, that's just letting you know what's coming your way, but I do agree, that concept of the modern day golf that they're trying to play is, for lack of a better phrase, pretty fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's dumb. It kind of ruins it, and I don't want to be go back to your shanties kind of person, but they could have done a lot more. They could have just had Shooter be the leader of the maxi golf team, and they could have had him and Happy face off and played normal golf, and it would have been better, I think.
It's kind of what I thought was going to happen.
I think that's what everyone thought was going to I didn't see the Shooter McGavin come back
be an ally.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming. I will say there is a best character in this, and it's not who I thought it was going to be. Who do you think the best character was?
Probably John Daly.
I think he's in my top 5, but I think Oscar the caddy is the best character in Happy Gilmore 2.
Yeah, he does. He does play a pretty good role. Well, I did pull up the cast, so we could just pull it up here. I thought, I really liked John Daly's role.
Killing off Virginia Bennett.
That was actually what I was going to say.
5 minutes was weird.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
And very unneeded, unless she had a different, some sort of different, obligation to be at.
Yeah, I did. Right out the gate, I'm like, oh hell yeah, this movie's awesome. I think that they hyped it up a lot, and they're really excited about that. But yeah, killing off Virginia Bennett right away was. I thought that was kind of fucked up. It kind of took me a minute to get over that.
Also, how does she look better now than she did in 1996?
I don't know, and I mean,
kudos.
Yeah. I do wish that Happy Gilmore didn't have made such a big deal about the drinking issue.
Him drinking out of everything was pretty funny though.
Yeah, I did agree. I mean, right away you notice that he's just grabbing everything. It just has booze in it. But yeah, killing off Virginia Bennett right away, and then Happy just losing everything. I get it. For the sake of the story, you probably have to tear him absolutely down to bring him back up. But I think I maybe, would have went a different way. Man, I just, saw your book, screenplays for dummies or whatever.
Yeah.
I think not that I read a single page of that book, but I think I would have done it a little bit differently.
Yeah. It's
like kind of like how you said of still kept happy, like as a really good golfer. Let's keep Virginia alive. How do you think Julie Bowen is the actress that plays Virginia Bennett? How do you think she felt when they started talking about
reading the
this?
script, and then it's like I'm sure like reading the script takes like 2 days.
Yeah.
And they're reading through it and she gets hit by a golf ball and dies. And that's all your lines for the movie. So.
Okay, Julie, you can take lunch forever. You're pretty much done.
Go grab a sandwich, bring us all some too.
You have like 2 more scenes where you're in a flashback. I did like those flashbacks, so.
Yeah. I think they actually really needed to kill her off though, because they needed Happy to be like down in the dumps.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
And be financially ruined. So, like, there was either they had to kill her off or they had to go through a divorce.
I don't know. I think, modern day, maybe they could have just had Happy, like, get canceled for, like, saying a slur or something.
And that's why he's living with John Daly, whose favorite pastimes include saying the N-word, so.
Yeah. His daughter, Sunny Sandler, plays Vienna Gilmore. I thought that was pretty cool.
His other daughter
pretty hot. I mean, well, what's up?
Sunny Sandler looks exactly like her mom, and then Sadie Sandler looks exactly like Adam Sandler.
Homeboy who plays the new owner of the new golf thing, he pissed me off immediately.
He was like the director of Happy Gilmore 1 or something, or was like the executive producer.
This guy.
Or maybe I'm thinking of Doug, the guy who played Doug Thompson, but I think, Benny Safdie, I think, did something with him.
Yeah, I don't think that's accurate, but who knows? Kid Cudi was in this.
He played a FBI agent.
Interesting. Of course, you have Ben Stiller as Hal. Why can't I say that? Hal coming back. That was kind of a weird one, I guess, but
the fact that he's just using an AA class to get chores around his house done, pretty bold.
Yeah, just a pretty lazy sack of shit. I really like it. I like how they brought a lot of the flashbacks back, a lot of the old characters back. They have a ton of celebrity cameos who all did like a really fantastic job.
Benny Safdie wrote Uncut Gems.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that was way off.
There you go. But once he saw him in the grocery store, I don't know, this guy, I feel like this is not the whole cast.
No, it isn't. I think I never thought I would say this sentence, but there was a movie involving John Daly and Steve Buscemi getting in a fight.
Well, Adam Sandler's going to give his homies. Like how many characters from the old one died where they're like, we
can't have Bob Barker in it. Or what if they faked Bob Barker's death?
They did bring him back. Was he in the video game or something?
Yeah.
So that's good.
I love how all of his sons are named after Boston Bruins players. Or NHL players. Because there's Gordie Howe, Bobby, whatever that dude is. All the PGA players that were in it were awesome. And I would say that Scotty Scheffler was my number 2 character.
Nick Swartzen, I liked his part in it.
Oh, that he played the old-timey guy that like got a shoe up his ass.
Yeah, and then severed his spine or whatever it is. But I guess, for a modern day movie, I think they did a good job of just like incorporating like modern day pop culture, all like the podcast people, shout out to the podcasters.
We must have like missed the call or something.
I guess, I probably should check the junk folder, spam folder in our email. That's probably where that was.
Missed another one.
Another missed opportunity.
Probably right next to the Times Magazine Top 100 invite.
Yeah, this is absolutely bullshit. But overall, great movie. Really hard to do a sequel, especially 20 years later.
Yeah. It reminded me very much of Anchorman 2. The story wasn't on par with the first one, but the one-liners were right there. I watched it by myself and was audibly laughing at some points.
I also watched it by myself, and I did the same thing. That's how you know it's a good movie. And I did watch Happy Gilmore OG about 2 days prior, and was laughing at that one as well.
The montage of him playing the municipal course with the three random people, that had me probably laughing the hardest. When he throws his club and just breaks the pop machine.
That was one of the best parts of the movie, I would say. And those people who played that were really funny. Will Zalatoris. I liked his character a lot. He kind of walked right into that one.
Well, yeah.
Looking like Blondie.
He used to look way more like him. Yeah. When he first got onto the scene. But yeah, fun fact that the guy that actually played the old caddy, medical doctor now.
They didn't want him to come back. I did notice Nellie Corda was one of those doctors.
Yep.
At the mental institute, because right away I was like, wow, she's hot. I was like, wait, she looks familiar. She must be a celebrity cameo. But yeah, this one was just a real tip of the hat to the game of golf. What was your favorite celebrity cameo?
Eminem was really good.
Yeah.
Outside of the PGA players, Eminem was really funny. And the best part about it was when he gets eaten by alligators and just goes back to the announcer who just goes, and we have our first fatality of the day.
I liked Eric Andre. He was in that golfing scene when he tries to get back to it. I'm not going to count any of the
when he lines
golfers.
up at the tee marker and he's like, I think he's going to hit the tee marker, and he's just wasted and just drills it.
I wouldn't count Nick Swartzen. I mean, Dan Patrick always does a good job. Chris Berm. What's his name? The famous golf announcer guy.
Yeah, that's who I was just talking about.
What was his name? There's so many people in this goddamn movie. I can't. People on the other end of this podcast are just screaming.
Oh, that's right. Alex Earl was in it.
Well, I was kind of hoping she would dump her. Never mind.
Yeah.
Where's he at, Matt?
Is it like Nick?
Vern Lundquist.
Yeah.
It was nice to have him. Yeah. I mean, he's just got such a classic voice. And it was good to have him back. Because, thinking of the old Happy Gilmore, he does a lot of commentating and narrating to a certain extent. That really makes it Happy Gilmore what it is. But if you haven't checked it out already and you aren't upset at us for just pretty much ruining everything. I mean, we didn't tell you a whole lot, but good to see Shooter McGavin back. But Happy Gilmore 2 is on Netflix, so go check it out. We definitely had a good time watching it. It's NBNH approved, so what more do you want, people? Moving on, episode 257.
Liam Neeson is dating Pamela Anderson.
They are dating straight up?
That's the rumor, and was kind of confirmed by them, but they wouldn't say as much. But
aren't they in the Naked Gun with each other?
And Pamela Anderson does not look great.
I mean, that's
just kind of looks like Mrs. Potato Head.
No, of course I didn't spell that right. Yeah. Why would I? I think if you close your eyes,
But compared to what she used to look like.
Well, no, you close your eyes and you think of what she used to look like. And I think now that's what's going on.
Yeah. And my favorite Liam Neeson story is that he likes to go out in public and get just absolutely annihilated. And then he pisses his pants.
Matt, you literally do the same thing.
Type in Liam Neeson pee pants.
Liam Neeson pee pants. Some dynamite Google searches. You know, like last week you said, it's a good search when Reddit is the first thing. This is one of those. Why does Liam Neeson pee his pants so much? All right, this is the part of the show. This is becoming a new segment where we just read
Wikipedia
Reddit responses. Reddit is such a weird platform. All right, question. Why does Liam Neeson pee his pants so much? He has... It's not pee. He's just dripping from all his swag. I don't like that.
If this is real, it's concerning.
I like how he doesn't give a fuck. Respect. How are you so sure it's pee? Could be something worse.
Liam Schmeetson.
Bro watched his wife die in front of their children, became an alcoholic, and bam, piss pants.
That's pretty much the plot of Happy Gilmore 2.
Of course I want to view more comments. Come on. Give it to me, Reddit. Okay, this one's funny. He probably has mild incontinence. Like when he's done peeing, he puts his dick away, but then some just dribbles out just for fun. I mean, you ain't cool unless you
I love how someone posted below that, some question mark. What is that thing, that poor girl in the third photo?
That poor girl in the third. Must be a picture up top that I just blasted right here.
Yeah, those are all the pee pants ones.
Oh, okay. I do see now that I look closer.
One, it's just broad daylight. He's talking, and it just has a world.
Man. Jesus Christ. You need an Ollie Pop?
No.
I haven't peed my pants in a while. But I just, living at the lake this summer when I had go and jump in my swim trunks and I'm like, have like some mildly damp swim trunks, like that's just uncomfortable. I'll go put on dry pants immediately. Relating that to the pee pants situation, like that's just got to be so uncomfortable. And especially if you're in either really warm weather or really cold weather and you're outside, I feel like both also going to be really uncomfortable. Also probably smells like pee. So, like, how long is he keeping these pee pants on?
I'm assuming till he gets home.
How long is he staying out?
I don't know. Death pool. Pamela Anderson, Liam Neeson. Who are you taking?
What do you mean? Like, I have to pick one?
Who dies first?
Oh, Pam.
Yeah.
According to In Style by Christina Perrier. This is the July 29th article. Pamela Anderson and Liam Neeson finally address romance rumors with steamy moment on live TV. They did a press tour together, and that apparently is the thing. What's Homeboy's name from the Fantastic Four? Pedro Pascal? Mm-hmm. Yeah, apparently I was trying to figure out what, I kept seeing this on Twitter. Apparently, Pedro Pascal gets like anxiety and then just like has to like motorboat a chick or something like that.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, I guess same.
He has physical Tourette's, and if it was anyone but Pedro Pascal, he'd be put in prison.
Yeah, so I guess modern day press tours just mean that you're just gonna start plowing your star. Oh, Pamela Anderson's only 58. Liam is 73. They sat down on the Today Show, and let me see here. Where's this? Where's the confirmation? Are you two an item? A host asks. I feel like they just played around with the host. This is some fine journalism by us too. I don't think it's that big of a deal to like kiss your co-star if you're in a movie just plowing each other in the movie. I mean, come on. It's whatever.
Yeah.
Now that I know Pamela is only 58, I mean, yeah, I would probably agree. She,
looks like she had
not great.
yeah.
Well, she probably just had a bunch of stress from the Tommy Lee sex tape. That probably stressed her out and just
Yep.
caused her a lot of heartache and bags under her eyes.
Yeah.
Well, there's your celebrity gossip for the
Yeah.
day. Moving on, we got the MLB is headed to play a game in a speedway. And they're going to break the regular season attendance record.
Doesn't it seat like 250,000 or something? Or did I make that up?
The record's like 85,000 and they're going to beat that, but where the fuck is this at? It's in Tennessee. What's it called? Is it Talladega? I should know this.
I mean,
I'm not doing a great job.
it's your topic. Speedway Classic.
Yeah, I just wrote down 3 words.
Bristol Motor Speedway.
Yeah, there you go. It's between the Braves and the Reds. We're going to meet at Bristol Motor Speedway this upcoming Saturday. And they're going to do so in front of a record crowd. The attendance record was 85,000 tickets, and those have already been sold.
All 50 states, Washington, D.C., Puerto Rico, and U.S. Virgin Islands have bought tickets. I want to know who's going from North Dakota.
Yeah. Thanks for the invite. Matt, you're correct. The Bristol Motor Speedway has a stadium capacity of 146,000.
Single game attendance
Seats.
record, 115,000 at the Coliseum. Holy buckets. And that was a spring training game?
I don't know what's going on.
115,000 people. That's more than the Marlins have had with all their games combined the last 3 years.
But yeah, I like what baseball's doing here. They're doing something a little outside of the box. And yeah, apparently the Braves are like the team of the South. Because if you look at the map, like there's a whole section there. You kind of have like the Kansas City Royals, St. Louis Cardinals, get over to Texas. Because like New Orleans doesn't have a team. Florida obviously does, but I mean, North Carolina.
Florida has 2
doesn't have a
teams
team.
with 2 of the worst fan bases in baseball.
Yeah, so baseball's they kind of just have the deserted area there.
They got the Carolinas.
So the Braves apparently are the team of the South, which is cool. And so this is in Tennessee, and apparently everybody in Tennessee just goes nuts for the Braves.
How
Like Morgan Wallen.
How funny would it be if they had a real NASCAR race going on during the game?
Honestly, and that's kind of what I want to talk about, is like, what are our ideas to like keep innovating beyond? And I think you just came up with it. I bet one day you're going to see it.
I think the bullpens should be a pit crew. And when you come into the game, you get taken off the pit crew. When you come out of the game, you hit the pit crew again.
Well, and so like in the past...
Or have like a 2-car race. One an Atlanta Braves car, one a Cincinnati Reds.
If it goes to extras, your people
Managers
have to race.
Managers race.
Around the whole thing.
But using like a very dumb thing to race in. Like you're pushed in a shopping cart by your bench coach.
Or a pogo stick.
Yeah,
You have to, like, pogo stick all the way around this
That's
bitch.
so far. Pogo sticking a quarter mile would take me 8 weeks.
Yeah, we're gonna give the people.
We go back to Bristol Motor Speedway during the World Series. They're giving an update.
We're gonna give the people a ton of information, but and entertainment. But yeah, I mean, I could see one day they're doing this, because in the past they went to the Field of Dreams in Iowa.
Yeah,
I think that was pretty low attendance
considering all they had was like 6 bleachers that you could sit in,
and like an old house that's like a museum.
I wonder if there's a guy that like lives the farm over and he's like, motherfuck,
kicking up dust all day.
Yeah. They just quadrupled the size of the county.
And then like the Savannah Bananas, they've played in like the Tampa Bay football stadium or Clemson or something.
Yeah, they played
like
in like
that.
Clemson, where I think it was like right or left field was like 160 feet.
I mean, what other places could they play to make this like entertaining?
The Roman Coliseum.
There we go. Now we're talking. Take it international.
How about this? Play at LAX. Ground air traffic for the day. Or let air traffic just go and let them play the baseball game.
Yeah, but like stickball rules.
Yeah, where like play it off the plane.
Yeah.
Trying to think other ones like Alcatraz, if they could somehow make that work. Because there is a baseball field on Alcatraz.
Is there now?
It's a small one, not regulation size.
Like, you know how the NFL Pro Bowl used to be in Hawaii?
Yeah.
Maybe we got to take a game to Hawaii, give the Hawaiians a little bit of baseball action. But what I thought was interesting about this, because they had this field set up like a week ago or so, or maybe longer ago. So once I first saw it and heard about it.
If they'd use real grass, I'm sure they wanted to set in and shit, so they got to do it.
This is true, but like I truly didn't even hear about this like being a thing until about a week or so ago, and I saw the picture. And so I assumed it was like a stadium series, at least 2 games. So they're doing all of this work and like putting it all together for 1 game.
Riddle me this.
1-0.
Rain out.
Oh, wow. Yes. Is there Madison Square Garden?
I don't know if you could fit a baseball field in there. You could, but it would be like
let's rebuild the Metrodome.
Yeah,
for 1 game.
I'm trying to think of like remote spots that would just be like very inconvenient to play a game, like the Sonoran Desert.
Clem Kelly softball diamonds, Bismarck, North Dakota.
Yeah.
Field 5.
Not even field 1. I mean, there's gotta.
We're missing something. What are we missing?
The giant buffalo in Jamestown, North Dakota. A very uneven playing field, so it's all the peaks and valleys.
Alaska. Wait, I'm just going with
The Last Frontier.
Where is that?
Isn't that Alaska?
Is it? I'm just trying to look at the map over here.
Why don't we just play
Central Park?
North Korea. Central Park would be pretty good. Probably pretty easy too, because it's a park. If they can clean out all the dead bears that RFK Jr. left behind.
I do like the Coliseum. What's like the world's most famous rodeo grounds? Calgary. They have a pretty big one.
I'm trying to think like other obscure, like I think playing in one of the giant soccer stadiums overseas.
Okay, yeah.
Would be sweet, and I think big enough to accommodate an actual entire field.
What is it called? Tottenham?
Tottenham? Ooh, here's a good one. Go to Argentina and play in one of their soccer fields, like the ones that have barbed wire fences around because all the fans are crazy and throw like road flares onto the field.
Yeah. The prison where the longest yard was shot.
That's similar to the desert one. Like,
okay,
not a lot of utilities out here. There's just one porta potty per team.
What other obscure sports? I was just
I'm surprised
Olympics.
they haven't played one at like Coachella or something.
Oh, Joshua Tree.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
Kind of still the desert idea.
All players have to take copious amounts of like psychedelic drugs.
You know that one picture of that just like random island and there's just like one little house on it?
Jeffrey Epstein?
That could be one too.
I know the one you're talking about. It's for sale, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's Illinois, and there's one tiny house and it's like falling into the water.
Oh, I thought this was way more exotic than that.
Oh, there's one in Maine that's pretty famous. That's in the middle of nowhere. It's a lighthouse. This
was like in I don't know, fucking Greenland or some shit.
Oh, I do. It's like there's kind of a hill, and it's like the most isolated. Yeah, now I know. That would be nuts. That's like a 4-day boat trip just to get to. What if you get there and like the manager's like, I forgot my wallet at home.
Rain out.
Honestly, I'm kind of hoping for a rain out.
I mean, does the Madison Square Garden really can't hold a baseball game, you think?
I don't think so. It's only like 4 square blocks.
Well, then, I mean, I feel like we just have to start going to like...
And the ceiling's not that tall, so
Why does
every
the-
pop fly is just going to be embedded into...
And I mean, I get it. Like, okay, if New Orleans doesn't have a baseball team to go to what is that, Mercedes-Benz? I can't keep track of these fucking stadiums.
That Mercedes-Benz is Atlanta.
Okay.
The Superdome?
Is that the Caesar? Is that the...
I think it's called the Superdome. The New Orleans Superdome.
Okay, let's just call it that. Why can't we have a game there? Go to cities that have football stadiums but not a baseball team is what I'm essentially...
It's not big enough. The Savannah Bananas can do it because it's the Globetrotters.
What do you mean it's not big enough? The outfield is...
They would need to dismantle about 6,000 seats. And one of the fields would be like 600 feet to left field.
If the Bismarck Event Center can host the Bismarck Bucks, there's got to be a way to get...
Seemingly they can't because the Bucks haven't played in 3 years. I've never known an entire sports franchise to redshirt themselves.
The Sphere in Las Vegas. Probably not.
Yeah.
Logistically sound. Probably not practical.
Yeah. How much time we got here?
We are just...
Yeah, we are.
We better move on. What's your favorite place that you want to see baseball played next? Let us know. Moving on.
The Ducky Derby is coming back to Chicago at I think it's August 8th.
What's the Ducky Derby?
So they take literal hundreds of thousands of plastic ducks that are all numbered, and they put them in the Chicago River.
The poor Chicago River just gets everything thrown in there.
Oh, yeah.
Dave Matthews, tour bus shit, green dye, rubber ducks, dead bodies.
And people can buy ducks. And if you win, it's really not...
You win, it's a $25 gift card to Jimmy John's.
It's like a 1998 Chevy Blazer or something. Like something that would be just...
kind of obscure, but
so
I bought take cash.
Yeah, I bought a quack pack, so I own 6 ducks in the race. Currently, there's 43,000 ducks going to be raced, and 6 of those bad boys are mine.
And how much does the quack pack cost? Just out of curiosity,
$30.
And is this for charity?
Yeah, it goes to the Special Olympics of Chicago, which is funny because they're all better athletes than I am.
And but you do win something, right?
Yes. It's the prizes were like very underwhelming, if I remember right. It's like
it's usually how a charity thing works. I see the Chevy.
Yeah, it was like a Chevy Blazer.
Okay, where are the prizes? Didn't you just pass it?
Yeah, a Chevy Blazer. Second place is $2,500 cash.
I honestly would rather take second place.
Yeah, and third place is 4 tickets to a Cubs game.
That's it?
Yeah. And it's like section 5, which I'm pretty sure is way down the first baseline.
So what, these ducks each cost about like $5, give or take? Or did you get a discount since you bought the quack pack?
Yeah, you can buy the quack pack, which I bought it solely off the name.
So like, but there's still, if there's 40,000 already, I mean, they're probably pushing like $200,000. I mean, I guess there's probably a lot that goes into this.
You can get the Ducky Dozen for $60. You get 12 ducks. Flock of Ducks is $24, and the Diamond Duck Pack, which is 240 ducks for $1,200.
Holy shit!
I had to be talked off of getting the Diamond Duck Pack, but needless to say,
yeah, they still cost $5 a piece.
Yeah,
so it doesn't matter what you think. You just get some little cost savings by buying in bulk.
I wish that they had like trackers in each duck so I could see where my ducks are at, because I think it takes a good while for them to all get down the river.
And how are we, like, what is the, how are we monitoring this? How are we making sure the quality is good?
I think you can watch it online.
Okay.
And then they grab the duck that passes and they read it off.
It's kind of like Groundhog's Day.
Yeah. Like, have you ever been to pig, what? Have you ever been to pig racing? It's like that, but with
no, I'm a
43,000 more pigs.
No, but I'm a pig wrestling champion.
Yeah. What was her name?
Nice. I don't know.
Yeah, well, needless to say,
I don't get her name.
The Quack Pack is going to be on the move on August 8th.
Like, since we're good friends, say you take second place, we're gonna.
If I win the Chevy Blazer, you can have it.
You heard it, and there's a handshake.
Yeah, it's in 7 days, so
you win the 2,500. I mean, we at least got to go to lunch.
Yeah,
Matt, I just want to know, we've been getting back into doing comedy. Usually take a few weeks off in the summer, but now we're getting back into the swing of things. You had a show recently. I had a show actually just 24 hours ago. I want to know, as a comedian, how do you handle a shitty crowd at a comedy show? Whether it's just not a good turnout, maybe they're a little stiff, maybe they're a little too aggressive and rowdy. How do you handle it?
So I actually did this in the last show, and it worked dividends. So you always need something if a joke doesn't land, that you can do something that like makes it laugh. Like I saw this one comedian that he would say a joke, and then if it didn't land, he'd just be like, turn around and just go, fuck! And they got to laugh every time. So I was like, I'm trying to figure out something that I need to do. So I went and wrote down on a piece of paper, and I folded it up. And when I got on stage, I was just like, I need a little crowd help, and I'll point to you, and then you can open this up and read it. So I just handed the stiffest guy I knew and that I saw in the crowd that like wasn't laughing at all. And I was like, someone that'd be real.
Okay, so you didn't ask for a volunteer. You just kind of like pointed him out. Like, hey, sir, do you mind holding on to this?
With the biggest rod up his ass. And so I said a joke that just I knew was going to flop because I like wanted this.
You almost planted the flop.
Yeah. And I pointed at him. He unrolls the thing. And I was like, just yell it out loud when it gets, unrolls it and just goes, you suck. So I just point to that guy every time. Like ending the show, I was like, one more time for good measure, and point at him, and he was just like, you suck. And then everyone started clapping. It was great.
Well, I was totally expecting like like I'm gay or something like that. Just kind of like make him look like a jackass.
Yeah, if I don't go first to try to pick up on things, like someone mentioned like couples that fart together stay together, and like this one guy like looked at his girlfriend and like started pointing, so I immediately pointed that out at the beginning of my set, and they were locked in for the rest of the set.
Nice. Yeah, I was just trying to think about it, and like when you're taking speech class in high school, college, or whatever it is, and one of the tricks that they give you is like, okay, when you're giving a speech and say you like stumble on a word or like whatever the case may be, like just keep going.
Yeah.
Because then most of the time people aren't even going to notice that you made a fuck up. So I guess that's how I handle if like a joke is flopping. I just keep on going to the next joke. And actually my most recent set, I did have some decent transitions in them. And so like my job opening joke where the lady's like, oh, I have 3 openings. I'm like, yeah, okay, well, what about the jobs I applied for? I actually added a few in this time. And I think that's what you just need to do. I don't know how this really answers my question, but I just wanted to tell you since you weren't there. But I went through jobs and like how I kept on getting fired and escorted. And the first one I was like, yeah, so I'm not allowed at Arby's anymore. And then the second one I was like, yeah, so I'm not allowed at Cracker Barrel anymore. And the last one was, yeah, so I'm not allowed at Four Bears Casino anymore. And it did okay. And then after I said that, I was just like, but that's probably for the best. And just that little supplemental thing helped. But I also feel like, being in North Dakota, Bismarck, doing comedy here, it's just like you kind of just always have that same crowd. But like, I think we need to start planting people. Like you planted your flop of a joke. I think we need to start planting people. Like, let's just give people free tickets that we know who laugh.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I need a place, and then you have someone yell out like, China. And be like, oh, now that you brought up China. But I mean, a lot of crowd work, what I've learned is
kind of like the Prestige, where they plant the other magician in the crowd, and they ask for I think or something. Sorry to cut you off. I couldn't lose that thought.
Right away, I thought you were going with another movie movie concept that just didn't make any sense, but then it actually did. So now I got a little thrown off. But
Anyway, well, should we wrap up the show with our final thought here? Episode 257. What do we got?
This is a pretty basic one. This man has swiped right on Tinder over 2 million times.
We got Hayden, 26. When I first read his bio, it says, if I'm not home, you can find me at the lake.
At the lake, yeah.
Okay. Damn it, that's oddly familiar to me.
Jordan looks at his dating profile. Fuck! But he swiped right.
I thought right away it said, if I'm not horny.
So Jordan's horny and at the lake.
It's really not a secret.
So over 2 million people that he said yes to on Twitter, on Tinder.
On Twitter.
And only has 2,000 matches, which I think is like 1%. And of those matches, he's tried to chat with 1,200 of them. And of those people, he has went on one date.
And is this the analytics that like Tinder provides, or like on their end or something?
Yeah.
Or is this like a Tinder premium where he's like paying extra?
I'm not sure. It's just
two. Is that million?
Yes.
Okay, that is over 2 million.
2,020,459.
You got 38,000 left swipes.
Yeah.
Imagine being one of those.
Imagine those 38,000 people at Bristol Speedway for a baseball game. It is going to be Uggo century.
Yeah, they're going to run out of hot dogs about halfway through the third inning.
We're out of ranch. It's a second inning.
I don't know. Hayden himself he's not doing himself any favors.
Yeah, it looks like a real sack of shit.
He does. And yeah, it looks like he's been having a few hot dogs himself.
What does his hat say? Like, go light?
I don't know. I don't know. But
I could also see like that.
He's
being
got glasses.
That being the best picture of him. And if it like zoomed out, he's 630 pounds.
Well, I did see a meme the other day where it's a cat like barely peeking out of its little cat house, I guess.
Keep refreshing to see how many ducks have sold.
There you go.
28 since I brought it up.
Nice. I bet they all still cost $5 a piece, regardless of what bulk rate you're going for. But the cat is like barely peeking out of this little cat shanty, and it's just a cute cat face. And then it's like, okay, that's the profile picture. And then the next picture is the date, and the cat is all the way out of its cat shanty, and it's just this gigantic cat.
Yeah, that's tough.
Speaking of which, where's Sandwich this episode? He's supposed to try to break into
He was knocking on the door earlier, but let it go. That's our show, so if you want to follow us on social media, you can do that by searching No Brains, No Headache. We are the ones with the most followers. And you can leave us a review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or wherever you get podcasts, frankly. And you can watch the entire show on YouTube. And make sure you subscribe to YouTube.
Check us out on YouTube. Also, we got a big show coming up. We're coming up on about 6 weeks out. It's Saturday, September 13th at Bell Mayhews Auditorium. Doors at 7, show at 8. We got John Kennedy from New York City coming, David Standel from Fargo, Samson, Matt, and myself. Am I forgetting someone? Is that it?
That's it.
Okay. Whew. Wow. Buy tickets now on our link in our bio, or go to the Bismarck Event Center page, click on events at the Bell Mayhews Auditorium. We'd love for you guys to be there. Let's pack the Bell, and we'd really appreciate it if you support us in that way. That's our show for today. Thank you so much for listening. Next up, episode 258.
Who the fuck has the goddamn gall to call his house on a Tuesday night? God, damn it!